As part of the big shift in global politics involving US and China, there's been a new agri-trade deal between Canada and China. So until this deal, China had very high tariffs on Canadian canola, over 80%. That is crippling. And these are now being radically reduced. What's interesting is that these tariffs were in fact retaliatory for Canada, arresting the Huawei CFO on behalf of the US. So Canada was requested by the US to arrest the CFO. They arrested them in Canadian territory. And as a result, China put tariffs on Canadian canola. These are now being reduced massively. So what's the quid pro quo for this? Electric cars. Those tariffs were so crippling, it in effect stopped exports of canola to China. And it was such a big impact, it actually pushed down pricing globally. This then caused Canada to lose billions in revenue from China, which then hurt the farmers. And then Canada faced tariffs in the US as well. So, as they say, no good deed goes unpunished. As Canada is quite literally the home of canola, they invented it, canola oil, low acid, this deal is really important to Canada. It drives billions to the economy. So here's what the new deal will provide. China will cut the tariffs on canola oil from 80% to 15% by March the 1st. And China will also remove similar tariffs on canola meal, peas, lobster and crab, although some of those will go through to the end of the year. In return, this is the quid pro quo, Canada will cut its tariff on Chinese electric vehicles to 6.1%. And that's going to allow up to 49,000 EVs per year into the Canadian market. So that's going to be a big blow to Tesla, who obviously wants to sell into Canada. This will make a big difference for Canadian farmers. It will create more demand and therefore raise the prices, allow them to sell their product again, as well as driving billions back into the Canadian economy.